Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the channel. I'm so excited to be with you here today, and I am very excited to be diving into this reading. This is an all signs reading for the time period of August 5th to 9th. This is going to be for your sun, moon, rising in Venus. So take a look at all of those signs and take whatever resonates from those mini readings that I'm about to do to create your own customized reading. I, of course, also do customized readings. So if you're interested in getting your own personal reading, note that I will never approach you, but the way for you to connect with me if you wish to get a reading done by me will be in the episode description. So without further ado, let's get into the readings for the week of August 5th. So let's start with Aries. Aries, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. This is your message for the week, what you need to know right now for the week of August 5th to 9th. I will just pull out your cards and then let you know what the message is. So right off the bat, I think you're going to be rewarded for quick thinking, okay? Making some game time decisions. And I think if you are good at making game time decisions, or a game time decision that you make is going to be very rewarding. Okay. I think you are in the energy of feeling a lot of competition perhaps around you, or a lot of conflicting opinions or some chaos around you, right? You got the 5 of Wands for your current energy. The energy of your week is Ace of Cups. So this brand new potential opportunity, an offering of love and support, right? This is the universe wanting to bring in some gifts for you, right? So that is really wonderful. And the guidance here is King of Cups. So when you are thinking on your feet, or when you're going to be called to make a decision that is heart-centered. You are a benevolent dictator of sorts, or perhaps you are interfacing with somebody who wants to help you, that is really thinking of the greatest good of all, just very kind, gentle leader that's very heart-centered, maybe not the best communicator. So for you in this opportunity of chaos, an opportunity of competition, a place where you have to differentiate yourself by making a quick game time decision, which will prove fruitful if you make it come from the place of your heart. Or perhaps that game time decision has to do with a person who embodies that energy of heart-centered, and that person, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. So that's your reading for the week, Aries. And now let's move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's lean into your message for the week. If you're sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Taurus for August 5th to 9th, what do you need to know? Okay. Well, right off the bat, I'm liking this. You've got the happy energy. You've also got the butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Now let's move into some of the tarot messages for this week for you, my lovely Taurus. I love it. So right off the bat, what I'm getting here is, I think there's going to be a decision that's coming your way. There is something that you have committed your time, your effort, your energy to creating and cultivating. It could be in the form of a partnership, or it could be a work partnership. And you have this opportunity now to deepen this connection, or deepen the involvement that you have. And so there is going to be a decision that you have to make. And it might be, in relation to love, because I get the Hierophant and I get the Lover's card here. But it could also just be that you are called to make a decision that really resonates. Does it resonate with your values and your beliefs? But either way, this is very deeply transformative and beautiful energy. You're going to be very happy this week. I think you're going to be the equality and the give and the take. You're going to feel very balanced and harmonious. And so that is wonderful energy to start the week for you, Taurus. So have a happy week, Taurus. Okay, moving on to Gemini. What do my Geminis need to know for this week? Highest and best for Geminis. Okay. Gemini, I see you. Okay. This makes good sense. I see you really building so we got building blocks, we got the dolphin spirit, this and that are true, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Hanged Man for you. What I see for you, my Gemini, is that you are kind of at a bit of a crossroads. You have worked really hard to build a foundation. Maybe you're dabbling in something, but you worked really hard to create something or dabble thing. And you're kind of feeling a bit overwhelmed about kind of like what next? Where do I go from here? And I think that there's a lot of opportunities or competing pressures that are threatening your time, making you feel a little bit off kilter, off center. And you're just trying to take a little bit of a for yourself. So I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to know that, first of all, it's okay. Sometimes you need to slow down to speed up. Secondly, you're not starting from scratch, right? You have built a strong, solid foundation, and it's up to you to decide how you want to continue to grow the structure that you have built. And so sometimes we need to take that intentional pause in order to do so. It's okay to feel overwhelmed and frustrated or indecisive. It'd take a bit of a break because, yeah, there is a lot of the energy this week is that there's like a lot of competing pressures. You're just going to be really guided to take a different perspective as you're thinking about things and how you'd like to move forward. Remember, the dolphin spirit is reminding us that this and that are true. So there's not necessarily one truth. So sometimes we need to take a perspective, or we need to move away from the situation in order for us to really make a decision or figure things out. So that is what I have for you, my Geminis. Let's move on to Cancer now. Okay, moving on to Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on for you August 5th to 9th? Well, two messages popped out. You got why, you got a higher power. Messages for Cancer, highest and best good for Cancer. What do my Cancers need to know? Set healthy boundaries. Okay. And we're going to pull some tarot for you as well. Okay. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, and Hanged Man. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, Cancer, is there is something that you need to think through a little bit. I think you are in the energy of grief right now, and I'm holding space for that, whatever that might be. There's, whether it's, big D devastating or just a little bit of a setback that's got you sad. I do see that you're feeling emotional and in your feels right now and thinking about why this happened to you. I want you to know that you're not alone, that you are loved, guided, supported, and protected by the higher power. And perhaps this was on your path to teach you a healthy lesson. And that lesson might have to do with boundaries and how you are protecting and preserving your love, your energy, your time, your space, yourself, your self-worth. I think the energy of this week has gotten you wondering, what do I need to do next? You're trying to kind of pick yourself up after this event, after these feelings, but you're feeling a bit stuck. You're not really sure what to do, how to move on. And I think the guidance that I'm getting for you really is you don't have to move on. Again, you're protected. This is an Archangel Raphael card. You got the higher power, right? You've got these energies that are really beautiful. And this guidance is to set healthy boundaries. So I think for you, process the feels that you have. You're completely within the right to process them and take the time that you need to process them. And I think that by just being in the state of receptivity to what was or what is, you will find the next step in terms of how to get out of this. You will see things from a different light or a different perspective once you've gone through the grief, and that will show you the path forward. Okay, so that is what I have for you, my Cancers. I hope this week is okay. I'm thinking of you. All right, so now moving on to Leo. Leo, what is your message for this week? Okay, let's see what messages want to come forward. For Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, this is the week of August 5th to 9th. You can cobble up your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs to get a more comprehensive reading for you for this week. You could also book in for your own private reading with me. And that information is also in the description box below. I am available for private readings now. Okay. And one last card for you before I dive into your message, Leo. This is times of Lionsgate. Oh, and we've got the Lion Spirit. How nice. So Leo's, happy birthday. Lionsgate is really a great energy for you specifically because you are a Lion, you are a Leo. This is a great time for you to be showered with gifts from the universe. You are being advised to be generous of spirit, to know your worth. A soulmate card popped up, and your energy this week is really one that's very focused on your work. You're very focused on a project at hand. This week is going to be not that super exciting in terms of progress, perhaps. You might feel a little bit stalled in your work. You might be actually adopting a new way of doing your work. That, Einstein has this quote that if you do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, that's the definition of insanity. So you might decide to change the way you approach things. Instead of being more, if you're type A, you might decide that you want to slow down a bit. You might want to change your approach. Either way, I think that this is a time to let in a little bit more inspiration into your work. So instead of just approaching it from a very tactical, kind of Saturnian, task mastery type of energy, could you allow in a little bit more creativity, inspiration? Can you find joy in doing the small things related to the job at hand? I think that's the guidance that you're getting this week. And when you are generous with your spirit, even as it pertains to your work, that really elevates your progress by leaps and bounds. So we don't have to approach everything like a chore or like a task, but rather fall in love with that task. And I think you'll be very pleasantly rewarded. There might be a soulmate connection or reunion this week as well. And again, you are being called to know your worth. So sometimes we don't have to work so hard to prove ourselves at work either. We can just allow ourselves to be and rest in the authenticity of our own selves, to rest in the authenticity and the laurels of who we are rather than who we need to prove ourselves to be in order to see the results that we want. So that is my reading for you for this week, Leo. I hope that resonates. So moving on to our Virgo friends. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is it that you need to know this week? You got new life. Vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. Okay. Your energy. 10 of Pentacles. Energy of the week. Judgment. And your guidance. 6 of Wands. All right. What I'm seeing for you, Virgo, is you are living the great life. Things are going really, really great for you. And I think that you're going to be forced to come to some sort of decision or judgment about the direction that you want to go next. In the spirit of the Lionsgate, right, this manifestation portal, there is a new life or a new opportunity that's really opening up for you that you need to make a decision for. When one door opens, another door closes. And so in order to embrace this new step, you might have to let something go. And there might be some feelings of mixed feelings around that. And I want to just remind you that nothing is wasted. So any kind of knowledge, skills, experience that you have came to the table with, those are all things that you're going to be able to transfer to this new situation or this new life. So don't let kind of where you've been hold you back from where you would like to go. Your guidance this week is to go for it. Okay. Things are going to be all eyes on you. You know, you're going to be victorious. You're going to be successful. So there's some really positive energies in here. So whatever decision that you make, just know that while it might seem like you might have to sacrifice or settle something, know that that's actually not the case. All of this is coming for the ride, for that evolution, for that 2.0 next level version of you. Okay. So that is my reading for you, Virgo. That's a really wonderful energies this week. Once again, be sure to tune into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. And of course, if you want your own personal reading, feel free to connect with me. The information is in the episode description. But now let's move on to Libra. Libra. What are the energies for you this week, Libra? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus, August 5th to the 7th. You got some yin energy. Okay. And the antelope spirit and the beaver spirit. I think, Libra, you are in for some changes that are rather unexpected in terms of the changes themselves and also the pace at which they come at you. Yes. So your energy is the Tower card. The energy of the week is the Nine of Cups, and your guidance is the Devil. We'll clarify that a little bit. So yeah, Libra, you're in the energy of receiving something that you didn't see happening. It's going to be a little bit unexpected. It's going to be rather quick and sudden, and it's actually going to be great. You're asked to lay a solid foundation because the Tower really helps to remove the foundation that's existing, right? So your house is only as stable as the foundation that it's on. So I think something needs to shift and change in order for this new thing to come in. You're asked to just be in this energy of receptivity. There's nothing that you need to do. The universe is actually doing it for you. It's leveling that ground so that you can create that strong, solid foundation. And again, this is unexpected and things are going to be moving pretty quickly from here on out. But this is all in service of your dreams and your wishes and your highest self. So this is a wish card of wish granted. So I think things are going to be coming your way that you weren't expecting and at a pace that you weren't expecting. So for Libra, your guidance is the Devil, and that was clarified by the Knight of Swords. So I think, again, you're a very logical sign. You may not have seen this coming because it's an unexpected change and it's going to be very quick and it's going to involve you thinking on your feet, which is actually one of your stronger suits. You are good at that. But it also might create some unexpected outbursts of emotion or feelings, maybe some anger, maybe some rage, or also maybe just like a quick to take action type energy. And again, you're asked to, you don't need to take action, and you can feel angry and you can feel rage. It doesn't matter. This is going to kind of come through your path. It's destined to come through your path. You're being guided to just trust that this is actually going to be really a good new situation for you. But I think you like to be in control. Surprise, surprise. So really tune into what you're doing, any kind of limiting beliefs or explosive kind of outbursts around your reaction here. So that's what I have for you, Libra. We're going to move on now to Scorpio. My dear Scorpios, what's your message for this week, August 5th to 9th, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, be sure to check out those other signs, that Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you're not sure what that is, check out your birth chart. All you need to know is your date, your time of birth, and your location of birth. And you can get it for free just through a Google search. And when you cobble those messages for those 4 things that resonate with you, together, you will get more of a in-depth reading. Not to mention, so if you'd like an in-depth reading, I am available for personal readings now, and my information is in the episode description if that's something you'd like to do. Okay. Scorpio. Okay, so for you, Scorpio. I am getting a little bit of some mixed emotions here. You are embarking on a new journey or a new path, right? You got the 8 of Cups. This is generally you choosing to leave a situation. It's not necessarily something that was maybe bad, but just like you are an exploration of something different or something potentially better or something a little bit more resonant. However, in this case, I also get the orphaned card for you. So I feel like, yes, you are on this search, but maybe you wouldn't necessarily be on the search if circumstances didn't shake out the way they did. So there's a little bit of like, this is where you're meant to be and where you're meant to go, and this is where you should be, but you're kind of feeling a little bit alone in terms of how to navigate the path forward. And I think that this was largely inspired by the fact that, you were involved in a situation that you thought was different on the outset, the surface, right? All that glitters is gold here, but it's time for a deeper dive, right? So upon deeper inspection, a reflection of this could be related to the twin flame energy, because I see the swan, and the swan is symbolic of twin flame. But regardless, I think you're just realizing that it's time to go, and, not all was what it seems like, and you're not necessarily sure, might mean detaching yourself from a situation or a partnership or identity or work, and that feels a bit uncomfortable. Feels uncomfortable to not necessarily know what's next on the path. And so the energy of this week is really going to call on you to embody your strength, to really lean on your bravery and your courage. Ironically, this is also the card of Lionsgate, which is happening this month. And we're in Leo time period. Okay. And so your guidance for the week, Scorpio, is really like to be mindful of where you're putting your energies this week. It's okay to feel some grief, but if you're focused on all that was, then you're going to miss the opportunity for all those things that are coming, right? If he just focuses on if he focuses on his loss of 3 cups, or he can focus on the 2 cups that are still standing, those 2 cups that are still standing, if he chooses to focus on them, will lead him to a bridge, a castle, a moat. So if we're taking a look at this symbolic journey that we're on and not knowing the next steps, and those next steps are right in front of you, and you'll see them when you're ready to see them. But for now, I think you're right to walk away from the situation. And yeah, this is a time that's going to require some bravery and vulnerability from you in order to really get to what it is that you're looking for. So all the best this week, Scorpio. And let's move now on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what does this week have in store for you, Sagittarius? I'm also a Sag, so hello. Remember, this is your weekly forecast, what you need to know right now for August 5th to the 9th. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check out your sun, moon, rising signs, and Venus to create more comprehensive reading. And of course, I'm happy to do readings for you as well. If you're interested, that information is in the episode description. Okay. Ooh. Interestingly, I'm getting 3 pages in your reading. The Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. And what I really think this means to me is that there's a lot of kind of new beginner energy. You also got the building blocks and Treasure Island in the protection message, as well as dolphin spirit. This and that are true. What this basically means is you're in this really beginner's mind frame of learning, of diving headfirst into something related to your finances. I think you're really looking at maybe some new business opportunities, some opportunities for you to create some more wealth. You might be feeling that your wealth is a little bit blocked. Maybe there's this glass ceiling if you're in the corporate world, or maybe your current ventures are not working for you, or maybe you're just looking to expand your wealth beyond what you currently have. You have done a lot of work in this area. You have amassed a lot of skills, knowledge, expertise, maybe even some time. You've done some really, really great work. So continue to stay inquisitive. Maybe you'll sign up for a course. Maybe you'll dive into a free learning, a book, podcast, whatever. But you are in this mindset of learning. And the energy of this week is going to be one of a lot of inspiration. So you are going to feel very inspired by that energy of like, how can I expand my riches? How can I expand my physical growth, monetary abundance? How can I bring more of that in? I think when you're in that mindset, you're going to be open to a lot more ideas. You're going to feel very inspired and very creative to potentially start something new this week. I want you to know that there are multiple ways to achieve the goal that you're looking for. So just stay curious, which I see your guidance, which I see in your energy right now. Just stay curious and really follow that inspiration, that joy. What would you like to build that will feel ultimately joyful? And then if you lean into that, I think you will begin to see how you can tangibly start to hold that pentacle that is symbolic of you putting in the time, effort, energy, and interest and enthusiasm into this venture. So I hope that resonated, Sagittarius. Best of luck this week. And now we will move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, what is your message for the week? Capricorns. Remember, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You can cobble up a bigger reading by looking at those 4 signs, wherever they fall in your chart. If you want your own personal reading, I am open for personal readings now. This is the first time in a couple of years that I am open. So let's strike while the iron's hot. Okay, Capricorns, what do we have for you? Capricorns, this is the message that I have for you this week. You might be receiving a message or delivering a message that is very heartfelt. And I find that that's not necessarily kind of your strong suit, Capricorn. You're very methodical, very logical, very practical more than anything. It's not like you to really just be open up to your emotions and to express those emotions. So either you're going to be on the receiving end of that, or you are going to be the deliverer of that. You're being guided to use your mind wisely. I think that this is not something that you anticipated coming, either again, delivering to somebody or receiving from somebody. And so your reaction is going to mean a lot. This might take you off guard. This might kind of make you feel very uncomfortable and vulnerable. And that is actually what you're guided to do, right? In the spirit of Lionsgate, here's your Lionsgate card of strength, courage, strength, vulnerability. This is an opportunity for you, and your energy is you kind of keep things close to your chest, right? You keep things close to your chest, and now you're letting it out, okay? So this is the energy of this week is going to be, I think it's going to be very deeply healing. It's really going to be something, again, that you have wanted to say for some time. It's going to bring you closer to what it is that you wish to create. So it could be very deeply healing or transformative energy, or just transformative in the way that it brings new things or experiences into your life. But in order to do that, it's going to really require you to lean into your vulnerability and your authenticity and showing a different side of you that you typically don't. It's going to make you feel quite uncomfortable, but your guidance is to lean into that. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. Okay. So now we're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius. My dear Aquariuses, what is your reading for the week? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the time of August 5th to the 9th. What you need to know right now, Aquarius, remember, take your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, put them together into one comprehensive reading, and or reach out to me. I am finally booking readings. Imagine, which beautiful energy. Aquarius says you are really good at that because you are deep thinkers, right? Spirit has your back. Okay, let's see, where do we go with our tarot? Temperance, Chariot, Magician. Wow, 3 major arcana cards, 3, 4, 3. So Aquarius, this is a beautiful energy for you this week. I really do feel that Spirit has your back, and then you've got Archangel Michael, right? Bringing everything together, all the pieces together to help you move forward in terms of your manifestation. There might be a road trip happening this week. There might be like a rapid acceleration of events. There could be some travel happening. There could be some things in terms of the home life as well. But basically, your guidance is to really lean into this energy of manifestation. You see that there's a number 8 here. Lionsgate is happening on August the 8th, 888. And it's a deep manifestation portal. And the Magician is a card of kind of new beginnings, of manifestation. Imagine right? Imagination is a critical component to bringing in that manifestation. So I think basically what I'm seeing for you is all systems a go. Really lean into those dreams, visualize them, know that you have the tools, resources, and opportunities to make whatever happens. And it is opening up and happening for you at a very fast pace. So you are in charge of co-creating your destiny. And that sounds like wonderful energy for the week ahead. So I hope that resonates. Okay. Last but not least, Pisces. Pisces, this is your energy for the week of August 5th to 9th. Okay. Pisces, you got the breathe card. So just take a nice deep breath between Pisces. I feel like you have really been through the ringer. Yes, you have. I'm getting this energy of like you've really been through the ringer. There's just something that just kind of continues to show up in your life over and over again. You're being asked to breathe through it. You are so close to the end of this. So freedom is just on the cusp. So you're almost free to break free of this pattern. Whatever it is, it's been really taxing on you mentally, emotionally, and physically. There could have been some sort of deception or manipulation or kind of negative treatment of you, a position where like basically you were set up to fail. It's kind of an all or nothing, winner takes all kind of situation, not great energy. So that is the energy that you're coming through, just feeling really defeated, really like you can't catch a breath. And, and the universe is guiding you to breathe through it and to just tell you that the end is near, which is really, really lovely. The energy of the week is going to be one of really loving, heart-filled healing and energy. You got the Queen of Cups energy. It's very deeply intuitive, deeply sensitive. So while this has been difficult for you and you're almost through it, I think you're going to find this energy of this week to be a little bit more restorative and a lot more kinder to you. And the guidance for this week is really just to rest and engage in your own healing. This might be a time where you want to retreat into your own cocoon, into your happy spot, whatever makes you feel safe and secure at this time. But really focus on resting your physical body, but also healing your emotions and your soul at this point in time. You are so close to the end, Pisces. And that, my friends, wraps up this mini read for the energies in front of you for this week ahead, August 5th to 9th. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you enjoy this reading, please like below. It really helps content creators like me grow and spread my message on the platform. Thank you so much.